Slamdown live stream is sponsored by Body Slam and Jam and WWE Smack Talk. Welcome to another episode of live stream. Today we're covering everything Raw. One thing that seems to be irritating me at the minute and is the push on part-timers. I can understand why they're doing it, but they want to keep people into it. They want to get high ratings by giving that good feeling of seeing these legends, but if they want to move forward and they want to move with future talent, I think it should be that current and future talent should be pushed, not part-timers. I don't think it's fair. It was one of the main reasons in the past why CM Punk left, because he was there to, you know, be their guy and build everybody up, but he was putting matches against part-timers and losing, which in a business sense, it makes sense. You know, you want your best superstars part-time, you know, the best part-time superstars that you had in the past, bringing them back, giving the hype. But I think it hinders on building the future. It's one thing I've always felt. Yes, I did get really excited about the fact that Bill Goldberg's back, because people who don't know, I was a big WCW fan, so I was excited with that. But the more it's gone on, it's feeling like, right, okay, but if Goldberg wins the Royal Rumble and Goldberg gets the main event of WrestleMania, that's not really fair because he's only had one match against Brock Lesnar. If he was there for like a year, I can sort of understand it. I think it would be a lot better, a lot fairer. The way they're doing it at the minute, I don't think it's fair, especially when you see their posters as well. You're seeing like John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Undertaker all on the front. I get, you know, like I've just said, I get that they're trying to get that nostalgia feeling and hyping it, but if they really want to move forward, I personally believe it needs to be a future or a current star on the roster. You know, but also saying that, I think their roster is a bit lacking. I think, you know, since the brand split, it's like with the whole, I know I'm going over to SmackDown, but it's like, who do you put AJ Styles against? You've got The Miz, you've got John Cena. Yeah, you could do Dolph, but there's just not many options. I think the WWE has really limited itself. I can understand the purpose of the brand split, but I don't think they filled the rosters up enough. I don't think the booking is done well either, to be honest, on Raw. I will be truthful though, Raw was a lot better than it previously has been. There was a lot of potential in it. it didn't. The only thing that really felt repetitive was to see Chris Jericho against Roman Reigns again. I think that is the main problem with the WWE is repeating matches. You know, I'd love to see other stars go against Roman Reigns or other stars going to Chris Jericho. I know they're still trying to raid and bring more talent in. There's still a hell of a lot of NXT talent they could bring over to the main roster. I've said that for a long time. There is so much potential there, but you can sort of tell that it's Vince running the ship rather than Triple H. You can see it's still the same Vince McMahon type wrestling show. So that's why I'm not really into the WWE at the minute. I was looking forward to the new era and everything else, and to me it just feels flat. What they've done with the cruiserweight division as well, it's just not working. It's bland, to be honest. I still feel like the PG is hurting them, but what I'm going to do now, let's dive into more of the show. We saw Chris Jericho, Roman Reigns in the ring, and Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens standing on the staging. Roman Reigns saying, Jericho said, I'm going to come and slap. I'm not going to go too much, slap this out of here. Roman Reigns turned around and said, oh, you challenged me to a rematch. And which in turn, Mick Foley agreed and ended up with Chris Jericho versus Roman Reigns for the US title. I wonder where I've seen that before. Then we had after that we had Luke Gallows taking on Cesaro for the Raw Tag Team Champions. One thing I've said, and I know a lot of people feel this too, Cesaro shouldn't be in the tag team division. He is such a great wrestler. He's got the charisma. He needs to be pushed for the main title. I can't understand why they don't. It's one thing that bugs me. You know, I could happily watch a Kevin Owens versus Cesaro for the Universal title. I did hope that Cesaro was going to get moved to SmackDown. You know, I was really hoping that would happen, but I'm just thinking, you know, we're coming up to WrestleMania, and after WrestleMania, we'll be coming up to when they did the first draft, and I'm trying to think of all the WWE title matches. They've all been Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, John Cena, AJ Styles, John Cena, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose. And I know SmackDown's the better brand, but it seems to be like that. And same with Kevin Owens being champion. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins. It's getting boring. It's getting repetitive. It's getting boring. And it's making me lose interest. But anyway, we saw Luke Gallows getting the victory in the Raw Tag Team Champions, beating Cesaro. Oh, I've got to grade the match. It weren't bad, but it weren't good. I want to be nice. I want to give it a 3 out of 5 star. We had Sami Zayn taking on Seth Rollins, with the stipulation is if Sami Zayn wins, Seth Rollins loses his opportunity in the Royal Rumble match. If Sami Zayn loses, he loses opportunity in the Royal Rumble match. The match went on. It was a pretty good match. We saw Rollins hit the pedigree on Sami Zayn, and the Triple H music hit. Now, you could see the whole fans marked out. I'll be honest, I thought, yes, Triple H is here. Not because it's Triple H returning. You know, I'm actually looking forward to see Triple H versus Seth Rollins, because there's no title on the line. It was just a pure rivalry, and I've been looking forward to it. And then to see he didn't turn up, it was just a ruse. Turned back to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn rolled him up and got the free count. So now Seth Rollins isn't in the Royal Rumble. So it'd be interesting to see what they're going to do with him from there. After that, we had TJ Perkins, Jack Gallagher, Mustafa Ali taking on Davari, Tony Nese, and Drew. I fast forward a lot of these matches now. It's just I know nothing really about their characters. I don't really know. It's the CWC was so brilliant, and then this is so messed up. 2 out of 5. We saw Braun Strowman, Rusev, Jinder Mahal, Titus O'Neil take on The New Day, Enzo Amore, and Big Kaz. In the tag team match. In the end, we saw Braun Strowman knock out Enzo Amore and getting the pin, which they seem to be doing quite a lot recently. Is sort of Enzo Amore losing instead of Kaz. It seems like they're pushing Kaz, and it worries me because I really don't want to see that team split up. After the end of the match, we saw the Big Show come down. He announced beforehand he was going to be in the Rumble and stood face to face with Braun Strowman, and we saw Braun Strowman get out the ring and going backstage, but still keeping his eyes on Big Show. The tag team match, 2.5. We saw Roman Reigns taking on Chris Jericho. Fast forward the most of the match. It ended up in disqualification because Kevin Owens got involved. They tried to lock Roman Reigns in the cage. It backfired. Roman Reigns locked Kevin Owens in the cage and beat up Chris Jericho. That's about it. We saw Nia Jax taking on another jobber called Raylene for about got beat. That's it. After that, we saw Sasha Banks come down to the ring, attack Nia Jax with a crutch, and dominated Nia Jax and walk away. After that, we saw the Cruiserweight Champion Rich Swann taking on Noam Dar. I watched this match because I quite like Noam Dar. I've seen Noam Dar in the UK scenes. He's a brilliant wrestler. He was underused in TNA. But everything else that I've seen him in, he's been brilliant. He's a really good wrestler. Not really liking what they're doing with him, using him with a Melissa Fox, and don't get it. But it was it was an alright match. It seemed, I've seen Noam Dar perform a lot better. I think they're favouring Rich Swann at the minute, but 3 out of 5. I'm going to be cool. It was an alright. After that, we saw Goldberg in the ring talking, where we saw Paul Heyman coming down, announcing Brock Lesnar was here. Brock Lesnar came to the ring face to face with Goldberg. Suddenly, the Undertaker's music's hit, and the Undertaker is standing with the 3 of them in the ring, all looking at each other. End of Raw. Raw has been a lot better this week than it previously been. I'm going to be nice and give it sort of a 3 out of 5. Just average 3 out of 5. There's a lot of potential for it to do better, but it's 3 out of 5 for that. I'm not going to say too much about the Royal Rumble matches because what I will be doing SmackDown Talk tomorrow, and then there's going to be a prediction show with me and Keegan, and then after the prediction show, we're going to be on Monday do the Royal Rumble review with me and Keegan talking about covering everything the Royal Rumble. There ain't really much to say. That's about it for the show, really. But I will be back on tomorrow, 9 p.m. GMT, with SmackDown Talk. So everyone, thanks for watching Slamdown live stream, and we'll see you tomorrow. This has been your host, Ashley Friend.